quantity surveying has evolved to a point whereby, as a QS, you don't know some certain vital software for your quantity takeoff, your rate analysis, your material and labor schedule. It becomes difficult for you to complete tasks with time. I remember the three pillars of our profession is cost, time, and quality. So if you can deliver quality, but you can't within a boundary of time, um, cost will be affected, and the implication of every cost is quality. So today I'll be doing introduction on Planswift for you to understand how this software works and the basic things that you need to know. So without wasting much of our time and diving into it, let's head straight. So if you download your Planswift, let's say you've done the download and you log in. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video to talk about how to log in professionally and get the code and all of that. So now I'm going to do introduction on Planswift and introduce us to our various menus and interface. For example, you have this as on the Planswift. Okay, you have the new. This is where when you click on new, you're able to add your project. Let's say this is project let's say project 1 pro 1. All right, you click on next. You can add your description, let's say 1 bedroom duplex, then you click on next. So you can just click quickly to any of your drawing that is available. Automatically it imports the drawing to your Planswift. This is how to create or to start working on a fresh drawing. So to import drawing, you go to new. Now, open is, let's say, for example, you have, as you can see, I have a lot of projects I've been working on, page 2, MEP, Kaduna, PACE project. So let's want to interswitch between projects. Let's say this tutorial now is a different kind of project. You open all this, right? When you go back to open again, you open to another project, right? All right, so this is it. You can see this is a new drawing, right? You can see this is a new drawing. So the open is for you to open previously worked on drawings and a project, right? So now we are not yet done with this interface. The email job, usually, let's say you be working on an email, I want to send it to someone, email file, Planswift has a way of incorporating all of these things. Then this is where your software license, want to remove your license, want to enter activation code. Maybe all is before registration. Now the home page is where you your features are, where you get to zoom. This is your zoom. We want to zoom. This is your zoom function. This is fit to page. Let's assume you've zoomed before, okay, and you want to fit to page. You see, this is your zoom in, this is your zoom out, this is your pan. Pan is when you want to make it to move. Alright, so I want to reposition your drawing on, yes, you make use of your palm. Your scaling is very important, because when you don't get the scaling right, you might have an incorrect dimensions, right? Let's say this particular drawing is 1:150 or 1:100, and you're using a scale of 1:50. Automatically, whatever you are trying to get will not work. So before we dive into I just want to show you, this is an introduction just to show you what these tools are. So when we start, you understand better. Dimension. What's dimension? Let's take, for example, you all know what dimension is, right? To know the length from this to this, or this place to this place. For example, from here like this to here is 2 meters. Is 2 meters, right? This is my dimension, right? This is my dimension. From here to here is what? 209. From here to here is what? That shows that from here to here is what? This dimension. So we have your area 2. I'll make a separate video on our tools and functions when it comes to measurements. I just want to show this area 2. When to measure the area of a place, right? Let's say, what is the area of this place? Okay. Let's say you want to measure the area of this place now. All right. So as you can see, automatically we have 0 point or 8.0 square meter. So this is what the area tool does. This is a linear tool. When we want to maybe, let's say, draw your line. This is a linear tool. Don't rush, don't worry. I'm going to explain and show you how all these tools is being utilized for your measurements of drawings, etc. So this, I'm just trying to introduce you to those tools. This is your linear tool. This is your segment tool. Now the segment tool is okay. This is a segment tool. Okay, so your segment tool just like now your linear is a continuous line, right? Whereby you can see your linear is a continuous line whereby you can go round and round for you to make a shape. For example, a continuous line in this dimension, this regard, you can see it's continuous, right? It's continuous, it's continuous. Understand? But when it comes to a segment, a segment is a particular portion. You can only go straight, and that is it. All right. You can only go vertical and horizontal. So when it comes to the dynamics of your drawing, you appreciate the two better. Your count tool is for you to know, okay, how many windows to count things. Remember, Planswift is so sweet that you can manipulate any of these tools or functions to serve a particular purpose. This you can use to count how many number of windows. So, but when the time comes, I will show you what and how to make use of it. So this is our home page. This is our image. This is our notes. Want to pen down some notes. This is our digital record. If you pick any tool, it's going to show you. If this is red, it will show that a tool is active. If you exit by pressing your escape button, to show that it's no longer active. All right. So this is highlight to highlight some certain area. All right. So that is that. Then when it comes to the page tool, you use it to add pages. Okay, add pages or to rearrange page, like to rename page. For example, all these excavation oversights, all right, you want to rename them to page 1, page 2, or according to what you are doing, you can go to this bash name pages and what rearrange them. Remember, I don't want this video to be long, so I'll make a video on each of these functions, how to arrange your page, how to do this, how to do that. I want to give an overview of what macro or what Planswift is, right? Now your tools is where you can pick your triangulating tool, your pitch tool, your zip, and all of that. Even your Excel attached to a job, how to open Excel file in a job, and all of that. Now this is your view. This shows if it is the item digitalized, if it's hiding, it shows overlay, hide overlay, and all of that. So you're estimating too. This is where whatever you can see as you are measuring on the home page, everything is translating to the estimating aspect. So this is where you have your bill or your abstract or whatever that is being recorded. And at the end of the day, you extract. You can see this place have a lot of features like the new count, assembly, have a lot of features, right? So this is your list. This is a template. We talk about template. Template is a structured, should I say, a structured set of steps. I don't want to say code, but it's literally another, should I say, aspect of simple codes that when you put in place, you can auto perform a lot of functions at a go. For example, you have a certain template that wants to measure for your, let's say, area, anything that has to do with area, auto calculates as well. Template is another lesson its own that I'm going to handle in this course, and it helps you to auto perform some operation as fast as possible. Then your setting, basically, settings is where you do a lot of things, save, edit, general, is it English, is it English, yes, is it English, open the last job, company, what's the name of your, keyboard moves, to zoom. Is it F9 that we're going to use? We have a lot of shortcuts. So this is where you're going to set it up. You want to zoom, is it that you press F5, zoom, if you change this function to F, let's say F1 now, if you press F1, it's going to start the function of zoom, so you can, wherever you want, you can just come here and play along with around it. Interface, how will your interface look like? Should you show focus all? You can see. So etc. You have your annotations, you have your graphics, how your graphic looks like. You have your takeoff tool. How does it look like? Is it deficient? Is it less? Is it big? You can know the size and the font, snappings, so a lot of things. Now, these are reports. Now, remember that whatever you do in your estimating, I told us here that whatever you do in your estimating on your reports is going to give you a summary of everything that you did, the cost each, the markup percentages, the price on each, the pricing total, the units and quantity. Then at the end of the day, it's going to give you just like a summary of all that you've done, all items by folders, by division. So this is just like a report of everything that you've done so far. This is your help. Then these are your plugins. Let's say you want to install your templates, which is your plugins. Come here, import your plugins, your tools, and a lot. So basically, this is all the Planswift has to offer, right? Like I said, I'll be going individually into, because Planswift is very elaborate, and I intend this course to be a very, very detailed course so that anyone can understand. Okay, so I don't want to jam pack or overload one video with a lot of concept that you don't understand. So I just want to do a general introduction to what Planswift is, make you familiarize with their function. So I'll be coming back to picking each of these and be discussing it so that you understand what a function is and how to apply them. I want to tell you to do just one thing: subscribe, like, and share so that this video can go viral and you have others come on board.